All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Excellent connection. Upstream is happy. We'll see what that does. Does seem to limit to 6K up, but good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm YouTube. I'm Yusul. Welcome to YouTube and Star Citizen. So yeah, bit of a test stream tonight. Just mucking about in general. Give me a second. I need to tap this. Where is the option to share the stream? Ah, there it is. Right, so link and copy that. There we go. Hopefully this works as advertised. Hopefully. Very hopefully, although it's got my logo in the lower right and it's watermarking that for some weird reason. I do not know why it's doing that. It really shouldn't be. Stream settings. Enable DVR, closed captioning. Huh. Didn't know closed captioning was a thing. Stream latency is locked, analytics are there, health is excellent, wonderful, thank you very much. Now, how do I get rid of... Oh, right, that's a overlay in YouTube, not an overlay in the repeat. Okay, right, let's go get some ship stuff going. Hangar 4, I need to empty out the Drake. And for that, thanks to some legality problems with the salvage, I need to get myself a no questions asked terminal. Without that, set for Hangar Bay 4, and away we go. Just pop the desktop audio up a bit, try to keep things reasonably audible. Probably helps if my headset's properly configured as well. So yeah, I did some salvaging earlier today, and it's safe to say that the cargo bay is a little bit stacked. Unfortunately, the admin terminal here at person L1 I think, is not accepting that salvage as legal, despite the fact that it came out of their asteroid belt. So I'm going to have to find an NQA terminal to sell the stuff, which is an annoying... Wait, no I don't. I know what I'm going to do. I have a plan. I have a cunning plan, which may turn into a hilarious disaster, but we'll see. Anyhow, systems on, request takeoff clearance. Ignore the bodies on the floor. Systems on, that was meant to have acknowledged. Okay. Alright. We have control. This is fine. Yeah, come on, up to the hover, thank you. And stabilize that. It's not recognizing toggle switches. Right, I wonder if it's having a moment with the keybinds. Let's see, key bindings to joystick HOTAS, seats and operator modes, so mining mode, 6.5 increase. Oh great, it's reconfigured all the buttons again. That's irritating. Salvage mode, scanning mode, quantum travel. I updated the firmware on my throttle unit this morning and already had to do one rebind, and now it seems to have rebound everything, which is irritating. Right, flight systems ready. Button 9. Now it's seeing this as input 6. Open, close doors. Thank you. Lock, unlock doors. Thank you. Flight movement. Sliders were absolutely okay, I think. It's just the buttons it doesn't recognise for some reason. Speed limiter was fine. Space brake will need to rebind. Yep, there we go. Landing gear toggle. VTOL toggle. Configuration cycle. That's a slightly different thing. Quest landing. Toggle docking mode, which means I'm then going to have to rebind the... Oh, hang on. Nope. Request landing needs to be up. And then landing gear proper needs to be... There we go. Set. Right, so flight docking mode. Set master mode there. Toggle docking mode. Go. Invoke docking. Go. Toggle docking camera. Go. Oh, I see. It's swapped two of the controller modes. That's an annoyance, and there's not a lot I can do about it. Alright, that's got the basics done. I can always sort the rest of it later. So, restabilize my controls and request docking access. Thank you. Track my landing gear.
Landing gear up.
Actually, if I want to go and just flog this, what's the quickest way of doing that? Because there's no NQA terminal round by Microtech at the moment, is there? Just thinking, there is an NQA terminal at Crusader L5, I know that much. There's obviously all the planetary ones, there's Grim Hex, but Grim Hex in particular tends to attract the wrong sort of attention, so... What's the best way to do this? Given that I've got a load of cargo... Okay, the cargo in the C2 can wait, because that's just a back and forth space trucking run. Alright, give me Crusader L5, beautiful Glen Station. Set route in navigation, arm quantum drive, turn on to Crew L5, which is nice and convenient, and thankfully Wait, no, I didn't upgrade the drive in this thing. Oh well, this is going to be a pisser. Not sure how long this is going to take, as you don't normally expect industrial ships to go and all over the galaxy on a whim. Especially not the Vulture. Then again, actually, no, the Vulture's a salvage ship. I really should upgrade this. I upgraded the Prospector's jump drive. I didn't upgrade the Vulture. That's an oversight. Alright, let's pop Urkel and see what is available by way of a quantum drive. Urkel ship calculator. Urkel.games, a very, very useful website if you play Star Citizen, because it is essentially a one-stop reference for ship configuration. So let's see, standard jump drive is the Goliath, and if I swap that out in terms of speed for ranges up, this thing doesn't exactly have a huge tank, does it? Alright, S1 Atlas, 150,000. The Voyage does 157,000, although it hasn't got the range. Rush Grade C does 159,000, but you start hitting fuel problems doing the Microtech Core leg, So yeah, probably the Atlas or the... no, not the Flood. Okay, I need to get to Hurston L5 to pick up an Atlas drive, which is almost twice as fast as a Goliath. Where is Hurston L5 at the moment? Ah, that's a pisser. It's there. I could have detoured and then jumped across. Oh well, what is just bear in mind that I need to swing the ship past. Well, I need to swing a ship past Hurston L5 at some point. Probably. Okay. Analytics. Welcome everyone, by the way. New people and all new people, in fact, both of you. So, pull into Crusader L5, sell the salvage at the NQA terminal, pull the shuttlecraft across to go elsewhere if I want to without moving the Vulture, because frankly I might as well leave the Vulture at L5. There aren't many other stations that will buy salvage, no questions asked. I really wish RSI would get around to fixing that, but there you go. And then next stop, I suppose, is going to be... not sure, actually. Yeah, just do a couple of salvage runs for a bit, see how well the server keeps up, and then probably take aim and maybe get some bounties and some violence done late tonight. But first and foremost, get the contents of this hold emptied. Will I fit saddlebags in the back of be a tight fit? And I'd have to forego scraping the hull of a mole if I did that. Not worth it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it by... if I'm going to find a mole and get the upgraded saddlebags, I'm going to do it by finding myself a contract and then taking the Prospector out. That's something else I need to look at. I've got a new mining laser in the Prospector. Alright, jumping to Crusader L5A. Pull down is complete, drive is spun up, calibrated, engage. Next stop, Beautiful Glen Station. Land there, dump the contents of the hold at the NQA terminal. Try not to smack into a big rock in the process. That would be unfortunate, having come this far. Just push the throttle a little. Right, quantum drive off. Don't aim at the target station, otherwise if I misjudge my deceleration I will end up smacking into it. That would be awkward. Alright, start decel. Just remember, you accelerate about twice as fast forward as you do upward. So, won't quite slow down fully. Actually, no, I lie. There are the bays. Okay. Wait for ATC to contact. There we go. Get to ATC. Fire space brake.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
And remember that half my controls are still misbound, which is going to be hilarious. Oh. That's an error. Okay. Speed limiter down to precision mode. Nudge a little bit to starboards, feed in the power. Make sure the landing gear is actually down.
Landing gear down.
And bring it in. Nice and steady. Hit the brakes. And the ship.
Landing.
Connection complete. Do my maintenance and then go get paid. So vehicle maintenance, refuel hydrogen, refuel quantum, make repairs. Not sure what those are for, but I probably clogged something at some stage. Alright. Engines off.
Engines offline. Launch complete. Landing complete.
Thank you. And please visit again. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I have no idea what just happened, and I'm not questioning it. Bonk. I mean, the ship looks mostly intact, so aside from a few scratches and dents, they've acknowledged the landing. That's the main thing. Ah, no worries, no worries. I think I forgot to put the at everyone in front of the Discord. The bot is only yelling for Twitch at the moment. Something else I will need to fix if I do decide to make the move across. Right, onwards, onwards. Oh yeah, drink. Dismiss the corpse marker. I'm not getting that back. It's buried in one of the stations. Pull my helmet off and get a bottle of something. Let's try smoothie. Boop.
Hey.
Hi. Well, it's no energy drink, but it's useful. Alright. And can't dispose of that at the moment. So rather than clog up the server, just drop it into my inventory. I'll deal with that later. Right. Lifts, lifts, lifts. Where are they? There they are. Okay, pop this. Open this. Head to the Galahea. Check the admin terminal. I doubt it'll work. But if it does, well, hey, the admin terminal does pay higher prices than the alternative. Of course, I've got to find the admin terminal, which is mildly complicated. This is a new station, and the layouts in Star Citizen stations are always different, even if they do it by mixing and matching elements. So the bar set, the hot dog stand, etc. All I need is the bright orange one over there, station admin. You know, the one I completely missed when I stepped out of the... yeah, details. Right, commodity shop. Pop this. Select the Drake Vulture. And nope, they're still having legal concerns about my salvage. That's fine. It's all completely legit. There were no prior owners. However, if you do have legal problems with stuff you're trying to sell at Crusader L5, well, just tucked round here by the locker room, somebody left this. Meet the NQA terminal. Boop. The NQA terminal might only pay 2/3 the price of the admin terminal, but they're refreshingly unconcerned about legalities. It's very useful, really. So, flog off 110k of composite there. Okay, did I bring a tractor beam? No, I did not, which means... Hello, Scott. Welcome, welcome. Which means something of a... You're going to tell me there's nowhere to buy a tractor beam on this station, aren't you? Ugh. I swear blind. There is a common inventory of stuff that ought to be on every single station. Like undersuit, helmet, tractor beam, med tool, and maybe some basic firearms. Maybe I'm just being ungrateful. But at this point, if you don't have a tractor beam, you can't really salvage anything because, well, the conveyor belt gets jammed and you can't yeah, hold on. Gun shop. Gun shop, gun shop, gun shop. Do you have a tractor beam? Hey! Welcome, welcome. Right, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Tell me you sell, you don't sell, do you? I would go Karen on him, but one, he has got that look in his eyes, and two, he is the proprietor of a gun shop. It may not take too much to work out why starting something in there would be a very, 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 very bad idea. Right, I doubt that phase sells much of use. Nope. Oh, they sell the Cambio light. Oh. Oh, no, 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 because I still need the tractor adapter, don't I? Cinch and Abrade scraper modules, both of which I have. The issue is that I not only need the multi-tool, I need the hold that thought. Yes, yes, your official attack. Your accounts. Yeah. This is why I'm being stupid. I need to check something on the Drake. This might not be fake. At least it might be no more than mildly expensive. Because if memory serves, and I am going to pull the C8 over.
Retrieval system.
Right, insurance fraud. Go. Get that shipped across.
Your insurance.
Because I have just had a thought. I do, Darkside, yes. Badly, but I do. Right, hang on one. Just had a thought, because one thing that the salvage module does that a lot of the time I don't bother with, because I don't need to, is that as well as spitting out boxes of money, well, money once you get it sold off, the salvage processing modules in the Drake and the Reclaimer have a couple of other functions. Create. Bingo! Yes, it can make a tractor attachment. So we'll set this up and have it make a pyro multi-tool. There we go, one new pyro multi-tool. All shiny. Can't do anything with it, of course, because, well, it's got no modules. I would also point out that I just blew, well, about 4,000 credits of salvage composite to make a 1,000 credit tool, if that. And I have to blow a bit more in order to go and make the tractor attachment. But yeah, that is a very useful little function that the salvage module on the Vulture and the Reclaimers have if you ever find yourself without a multi-tool in this business. All right, engines on.
Engines online.
Request takeoff permission. Come up to the hover while traffic control's sorting itself out. Retract my landing gear. Spin the ship 180. Let's go find some salvage. That should do it. Okay, clear the dock. And then touch the engines. Alright, let's get sensor pulses going. It's going to be seeing the perimeter sentries to start with. we need to get out into the belt proper and start scanning.
Please visit again.
So, forwards, forwards, forwards. Keep the pulses going, and once we're reasonably clear, and I'm sure that we're there, we go. I also need to sort my keybinds. Right. Bug afterburners for a second. We'll just do a Kermit style break. Because remember, decelerating is just accelerating in the opposite direction. Alright, pulse scanners and engage scan mode. I dial down my... Nope, I am going to have to alter the rebind the scan controls. Okay, key binding, joystick HOTAS, and scan mode in vehicles. Activate scanning, push button, increase scanning angle, counterclockwise. Actually, no, yes, decrease scanning angle, clockwise. Go. So if I now tighten down the scan angle, they've got those descriptions the wrong way round. That's increasing the angle, that's decreasing it. Anyhow, set for a 90-degree pulse, so I'm not picking up anything and everything. And then tighten my scan field so that you'll see the radar signature coming up in the top right corner. What we're looking for is a radar signature that, if memory serves, divides cleanly by 2000. What do I use? Throttle unit is a Mongoose CM3, and main stick is a VKB gunfighter, and an old pair of Cytec Pro Flight rudder pedals I've had for donkey's years. Please know that, yes, that does put me in the category of quite a lot of the gear and no idea. Alright, let's broaden the scan field up to 180. Push the speed limiter up a bit. And let's go, hopefully, find some salvage. 1900, that's mining. 1850 on the scan, that's not much use. Interestingly, I don't have full throttle control while I'm in scan mode, which is kind of a nuisance because you have it in mining mode and you have it in salvage mode. It's just that while you're in active sensors, the game doesn't let you have full throttle control, which is a bit of an oversight. Okay. Although you could argue I shouldn't be doing 500 meters a second in a asteroid belt anyway. Okay, keep the pulses going. We're looking for stuff. 100 meters a second is reasonably safe. That double chevron you can see is where the ship is actually going. Wow, what are you? 1750, that's another mining node. If I hit an asteroid, I'll be salvage. For some reason, clonking space rocks is not good. There we go. 1700 signature. We had another node at 14k. Let's see what that is. 5610. Big node, but not a salvaging return. 1900. Still not brilliant. Right. Loosen the pulse out to 180 again. So I'm just scanning the forward 180 degrees. Something there at 14k. 1850. Actually, tighten that down a second. Yeah, 1850 on the radar return. The 5700, big node, but it's asteroid mining, I think. Keep pulsing, keep scanning. Try not to smack anything. Let's bump the speed up to turn scanning mode off for a moment. Let's bump speed up to 300 meters a second. And I've still got, you can see that I've got less velocity control than I had before because of, well, momentum. Speedy object continue to be speedy in that direction unless it is given a shove by something. Alright, 7600, good mining node. 1900, less good mining node. Once again. Yeah, that's a quad mine by the look of it. Maybe. We're about to hit something. Velocity vector is crawling around. Actually, is that? No, no, those are rocks. Those are rocks. Boo. Alright, maintain pop. And check my... Yep, 180 speed. 14k there. 1870 on SIG. Alright, new plan. Point the velocity vector somewhere safe. So, decouple the drives, power down the main drive. So the ship is, this is now doing more of a curve. The way I am going is independent of the way I am pointing. In coupled mode, it behaves like a flight. In decoupled mode, it's more spacey. 1900. This has advantages and disadvantages. And I should really be looking which way I'm going. Where's my velocity vector? There it is. Okay, still reasonably safe. Just pulse the forward sensors a little. Point the two arrows somewhere where I'm not going to hit something. 5550. Come on. There'll be something here. 1900. 5610. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Starboard bow. Starboard. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Starboard bow. Jim. That's dead Jim. Dead Jim. Dead Jim. Again, still clear. Good. $1,700. This is the issue with salvage, with belt salvage at the moment. Now that we've got contract salvage, I think RSI have turned down, well, Cloud Imperium have turned down the frequency of the belt nodes, which is mildly inconvenient. And what's that? It's a rock. It's a rock that happens to look like a spaceship. 1750. That one. 1400 SIG. That's a very small mining node. Feeding a bit more power. There we go. Actually, engage cruise control there, so the drive should stay pointed. Okay, what do we got? 360 pulse. 1007, dial down the scan feed. 1750, 1870. 4000, there we go, right. afterburners. Recouple flight mode. Get the velocity vector back to where I want it. We have a salvage node. Not much of one, but we have a salvage node. Recenter the velocity vector, recouple flight systems. So we're back to behaving like a flight sim now. And pulse in. 2 contacts for wreckage. And just... Okay. Yeah, definitely all manner of strangeness happening on the controls there. And we have salvage. Yay! Right, scan mode off. And lights on. Hit the brakes. Pull speed limiter down to precision. Right. Time to start scraping. Salvage mode engaged. Engage the abrade module, which is less efficient, but scans a wide area. So the cinch module is 85% efficient, but only scans a 0.75 meter radius. The abrade module is quicker. Actually, it's slower, but it does a much larger area. So we'll put them both onto cinches. And commence the hull scraping. And despite the efficiency of this, you'll notice, well, the extraction rate is 0.00 SCUs per second. Whereas if I kick them over to the abrade mode, it basically doubles the rate at the cost of less efficient filling of the tank. Right, focus up. And then you basically strip everything off the hull plate. Whee! Match this. Okay, filler station's auto-ejected a box, that's fine. That will spit out onto the conveyor belt and then wait for me. Just back the ship up a little, otherwise I'm going to plow into it and probably break the salvage heads. Alright, back onto it. It's basically very simple. You unpaint the wreckage. Except that the filler station, well, the exit cargo bay only has room for one box. Also, there's a bed on this thing. Not to mention, Drake actually provided a, well, allegedly it's a proper toilet. And yes, the toilet doubles up as a rather basic shower. Welcome to Drake Interplanetary, ladies and gentlemen. Comfortable they ain't. Alright, hop down to the salvage deck. Feel the hull ramp, which for some reason decided it was going to be open, and then Well, there's the first salvage crate, and you can see here it's complaining that the cargo conveyor is not clear. So what I want to do is have it make me a true hull tractor beam attachment. There we go. Right, grab that from the dispenser. And okay, my tractor attachment slots in to my multi-tool. I can then pull out the multi-tool, grab the rather large box of salvage. Air weight 125 kilos, maximum gross weight 937 kilos, and use the track beam to move it around like it's a rag doll. Because apparently everyone in Star Citizen is on every kind of muscle building drug known to man. Or possibly we just turn the gravity down for a bit. Alright. Back to it. Yoink. And if you're thinking that this would be more efficient with 2 people, you'd be right. 1 person up here doing the salvage work, and 1 person down there making sure the belt stays clear. How is visual and audio quality, by the way? But it basically let YouTube have the same output and bandwidth as Twitch gets. The stations have it. Alright, snag. And back. About the same as Twitch. Okay, so if I want better, I'm going to have to push the bandwidth up a bit. Which I probably could. Oh, hang on. Rotate. And rotate, spin this up. Get it locked into position. Blue outline says where it's going to dock. Release that. Was fighting the cat. Okay. Mine it's not. Alright, spit the next crate out. Lock onto it with the track beam. Get into position. And back we go. I wonder if... I wonder if it was the illegal, well, the overload on the cargo grid that was giving problems. Easy way to test that. Right, we'll finish scraping the last of this out. We need to be neat here. Once committed violence, yes, that is probably wise. I'll just scrape the last little bits off here. Play about collision alert because we're getting close to this node. Right, there we go. There's the last 7% or 5% or so. Just pull along here and dismantle as we go. Right, 98% strength. That will do. Okay. On to node number 2, engage the high efficiency modes. Heads. And pull down. Yep, right. them up so that they're working different areas, and then just very slowly run them down. Left. Scrapey, scrape, scrape, scrape. You see, the problem with the cinch is that, okay, it's arguably more efficient, but ye gods, is it slow. Ah. That is unfortunate. On the bulk ones. Station obstructed. We go. Yank. Right. Snag. Cargo holder into place. Drop it down. Snag the next box into place. We're good. Set for cargo injection. Ah, interesting. It did manage to shove a box clear across the belt. Doesn't normally happen. Yank. I'll scrape up this site, then we'll head back and sell. I want to see if it was having the overload cargo on the grid that caused the issue. With the admin terminal not recognising any of the cargo as being legal. Something, weight restrictions, safety codes, stuff like that. Cargo must be securely fastened to a cargo grid after all. Otherwise it has a worrying tendency to go boom. Right, fill a station, injecting, just stopping the beams for a second so we don't have an issue with mess. And then roll it slowly down here. Yeah, Mom. And now he's climbing over. Well, as long as he's not climbing up. And so long as that constitutes friendly, witty behaviour. on. There we go. Right, and that pretty much wipes out the base. So, clear salvage mode. Clear scan mode. Clear for the base. Quantum drive on. Align to the station. Beautiful blend. Ah, I see. Is that because they like being under the sweater, or because they simply have nowhere to go?
Is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Alright, set cruise control, and in a very poor piece of judgment, while the ship is cruise controlling towards the station at a fairly sedate 150 meters a second. Half the speed of sound is sedate, after all. I am going to pull out my tractor beam and lock 1, eject, and secure, and lock 2. There we go. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes salvage. Okay, won't be much, but I'm more interested to see if I can get the extra cash from using the legit station in order to make the sale. Cruise control off. Well, fire the drive. Let's speed this up a bit on manual. Right, pull up, because I know I'm going to get one of the upper docking bays for this. Slam it back to recess. Fire the afterburners to get the extra acceleration. You see, under burners I'm decelerating at 4G. At standard I decelerate at 2.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And there we go, there's the bay.
Gear down.
Alright. Yes, I am aware that banking is pointless in space. It's a habit, okay? Alright, speed limiter down to, for want of a better term, a precision mode. Kick left on the lateral thrusters. Roll to align. And
Landing complete.
go. Engines off.
Landing complete. Stay.
Exit the ship. Well, exit the pilot's chair. And then rather than going out the back, just pop the pilot's cabin and drop down. That side door is really handy. Okay. Down. Store the Drake. Down to the admin office. Attempt to sell the cargo. See if it'll sell legitimately. If not, flog it at the NQA terminal. Then pull out the C8R and go hop and do something else. I do need to shift. I've got a few mining orders I need to pick up and shift. It'd be useful to remember where those are. One of them's at Green Glade because the C2 is up there. I think the others are at Arc L1. Alright. Store the Vulture. Retrieve the Pisces shuttlecraft.
Stand by.
But if Bankier's point is the space, what does that say about the economy?
Your vehicle
Oh,
has been-
the economy, the economy, the economy. It's mostly built on murder, Scott. It's mostly built on murder. Alright, call elevator. In fact, we can go and do some murder if that's what you want to see. Right, admin terminals. Please say I can sell this stuff legitimately. I was very good. It was all properly loaded and stowed on the cargo grid. Despite the fact that you can get twice as much into a Vulture if you ignore the cargo grid. Come on, can I? Really? 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 Something pettifogging legalities trying to keep the honest small businessman down. Something. Right. Fine. Dodgy terminal it is then. 1 Drake Vulture. 1 pack of cargo and 40,000 in cash. Bit basic, but on the other hand, no real risk, and it covers expenses. Yoink. Alright, so things to do. Personnel 5 first. Then Personnel 1 switch over to the C2. Then I think I need to go to Arkel 1, pick up the other mining orders, log all of that at Area 18, back to Stanton to get the Vanguard, and then go do some violence. This way. At some point I need to actually, if I pick up the Atlas on this one, that's why I need to come back here in order to, okay, pads on pad hangar 01. I need to come back here and drop off the Atlas so I can do the upgraded jump drive on the Vulture. It's always good to have a plan, isn't it? Alright, C8R Pisces. Grab my little ambulance stroke shuttlecraft. Yank. Enter pilot seat. Alright. Power on. Thank you. Let's take off clearance. Hatches auto sealed. Hangar doors are open. Almost slam it into the roof. Crack my landing gear. Let's unfold. And set navigation on the way out. So Hurston L5, High Course Station. Okay, navcomp is set.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Right, away we go. And while we're on the topic of going shopping for jump drives, Anvil C8 Rescue variant. By default, this carries an Expedition class drive. If I want something faster, there isn't a great deal that doesn't run into fuel problems. The Voyage does 157,000. By default, this taps out at 148. Yeah, might as well leave this on standard. It saves worrying about fuel, if nothing else. Whee! And while we're in Quantum, what I'm going to do is take advantage of the fact that this thing has a medical bed. So, while the ship is jumping, what I can do is just have a quick lie down. And medbed automatically rehydrates, refeeds, and heals up your character, which is a very, very, very useful thing to have in your back pocket if you need it, even if it is on what amounts to a flying ambulance. what else is there? Not a great deal. Right, let's see. Whee! Boink!
At 75%.
Right, 40 million clicks to Hurston L5. This is why people want ships with faster quantum drives and bigger ships to manage the longer hauls. Basically, it's why everyone wants a carrier of some description, and why people are quite happy to improvise with things like the Carrack, and it must be said, the C2. Right, what other joys have we had in the news today while we're waiting? 5 million K out. Hey! Right. Realign to high course. I want faster quantum drives. As I say, all failing that, a ship big enough to carry everything else around in, which would probably be a... yeah, that's not going to be in game for a while. Because thinking about it, the really clever thing to do would be to use an insurance claim to pull the Vulture back over here. Actually, does Hurston L5 have an NQA terminal? I know Crusader L5 does, I'm just not sure about anywhere else. Alright, acceleration on. Decelerate harder, please.
Proceed to assigned landing bay.
Yeah, right. Press clearance, drop my landing gear.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear deployed.
And where's it sending me? Ah, vertical landing bay over there. Point. Well then. Well, somebody had a bit of a whoopsie, didn't they? Oops.
Landing complete.
Engines off, do my maintenance.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Nice and cheap. Right. So do I buy the jump drive? And let's go see if there's a NQA terminal here. Because if I... Actually, it doesn't matter, because... Gex is streaming? He might well be. He's probably doing armor, so we might be tripping over each other. Yep, he is in fact doing Otto pizza delivery in a little. I don't even want to know. That's got the potential to be funny. I should hook up with him at some point. I haven't played armor in years. I need to get the mod packs. Right. What's the best way to do this?
The ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Right. Ah, the AI is actually doing things. That's actually rather unusual when you consider how bulk the service can be. Right, Galleria. I need to see if there's an NQA terminal on this station. That is the key question. We've got a tacky tourist souvenir desk. The latest Star Villain update. Aha. Lost the owner, the ultimate of life. Up again, P6LR. Right. Have they got a terminal of relaxed legality here? That is the question. I don't think they do, but it's always a good idea to have a look around. There's a shot of Stegmans. Nothing there. Let's keep scouting. We've got a live fire, noodle bar, actual bar, and no maintenance area, but no terminal. Right, which means that I'm going to be operating the Vulture out of Crusader L5 for a bit. Yes, unfortunately space is really, really big, and that does not help with travel times, as anyone who has ever played Kerbal can attest. On the bright side, at least it only takes minutes to get from A to B, whereas in Kerbal it can take years. Unless it's upstairs. I mean, normally they're in the NQA terminals in the maintenance area, but didn't see anything. They've got the Platinum Bay, and they've got the weapon shop. Okay, this is a non-starter then. Oh, hot dogs. Hot dogs. But I do not need to eat at the moment, so that's a side thing. Right, do you have... Yes, you should have an Atlas drive here. So we'll grab that. Ship it straight out to the Pisces. Choose subcategory Quantum Drives. Atlas, size 1, grade A civilian. Just double check with Urkel that that's the one that I want. It is most small industrial ships use a size 1 drive because they don't expect to have to go very far. Drake Vulture, quantum drive, sets by maximum speed. Could go for a voyage. On the other hand, there is the issue of fuel, and it only takes about 10 seconds off a 20 million kilometer hop anyway. All right, we'll stick with the Atlas. So buy that, ship it out to the Pisces. Can't ship it to the Pisces because of insufficient volume. Fine. Well, turns out you can't just shove it in the back of the shuttle and go. So cancel that sail, ship it instead to the high cost storage area, stow that, buy that, sail complete. I'll have to bring the Vulture across to get it. Yeah. And there's no illegal stations, so once that's done, I'll do this off camera. I will have to jump the Vulture back in order to use the NQA terminal at... you get the idea. Work the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Work the problem. Yoink. Right. You know, let's skip the cargo run and get straight to the violence.
Welcome to the
So,
Exarch Vehicle Retrieval System.
put a claim on the Vulture, have that shipped across to here. Then head back to Hangar 2. Also, Lorville, switch over to the Vanguard and get a bit of bounty hunting done. And possibly die horribly, you know how it goes. Oop. Okay. Engines on. Pickoff clearance requested.
You are clear to launch.
Up. Pivot for a vertical launch. And leave. Then set navigation for Hurston and Lorville.
Thank you. And please visit again.
And calibration done. Quantum drive spun up. Go. You know, I should have left the tracked beam at the station just for the next thing, just to pick up the next one. I can always make another one. That was the whole point about the whole salvage module. You can use it to make a tracked beam, which is very handy. Do wish they'd have the conveyor belt auto-fill the cargo bay, but I suppose that's designed to slow you down a little, or to encourage you to multi-crew. Alright, how far we gotta go? About 11.5 million K by the looks of it. So, news. Pull up the times. Right, Johnson is being Johnson. Tory party is, well, the Johnson faction of the Tory party is busy either mutinying or self-destructing. I'm not sure which. Beep, beep, beep. Do, 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 do. 4.5 million. Okay. That's the moon, by the way, just going past us. Right, Hurston, Lorville. Better air quality than New York. Well, right now at least. Although right now that isn't hard, is it?
Quantum drive is now off.
Realign the drive, cool it down, and jump again.
Quantum drive is now on. I'm not sure if it makes for a very relaxing or very boring game that quite a bit of Star Citizen can be getting from A to B. Mind you, that's a typical space trucker game, isn't it? Okay, pull into Lorville, switch over to the heavy fighter, and then go shoot somebody in the face for money. You know, normal Saturday night. Right. Quantum drive is now on.
Scan feed, and there's the starboard. And here is Hurston. Yeah, well, let's go low level. How bad could it be? Ha, ha, ha. Air quality was better. Yay! Glad to hear it. Alright. I'm gonna pull us back down to maneuvering speed for safety's sake, because yes, I want to go skyscraper skimming, but I prefer not to smash into things. Hello, traffic control. Whee. I've done quite a lot here to make Hurston more, dare I say it's cyberpunk? Well, Blade Runner-ish.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Doesn't stop you getting hauled over if you go too close to some of the buildings, however. Oh, there's the monorail. Huh. I wonder if I can get away with following that. Let's see where that goes. Approach with caution. I should be landing, but this is more fun. Especially at night. You know what?
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Yeah. Alright, get landing clearance, drop my gear.
Proceed to assigned landing bay.
And Lisa Spaceport. Right, there's the very convenient landing bay.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Landing complete.
Engines off. Time to switch ships again. Alright, grab, tab, TISA spaceport. That's more what you expect from the AI in this game, most of the time.
Welcome.
Supposedly,
The
the
retrieval system.
we don't know what to do with chairs thing is going to be fixed in the next patch or two. Alright, stow the Pisces, retrieve the
Vehicle
Vanguard.
selected. Stand by.
Which hangar, Control? Which hangar?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 9. There we go.
Please visit us again.
It doesn't look any better in the day. Trust me on that. Boop, 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 boop. Right, hangar 9. Okay, what have we got for bounties? Contracts manager, one-stop shop for everybody. Prospector salvage rights. They want a... Somebody wants 9,000 credits for a dubiously legal box of fertilizer. Worth considering. Oh yes, meet the Vanguard, by the way. Long-range, heavy fighter stroke light bomber, which owes more than a bit to the A-10 and the P-38 in terms of its design. The P-38 in terms of the twin-engined high-speed option, the A-10 for the, well, you can kind of guess, can't you? The fertilizer is probably people. Probably people who annoyed the Ninetails, the local pirates. Right, let's pop the back hatch. My only real criticism of this ship is that you can't get a bike into it. Well, you probably won't be able to get a bike into it. You certainly can't get a regular buggy in, which makes ground bounties a little bit inconvenient if they've got anti-air turrets up. Alright, vehicles. Vehicle hull is empty, so let's transfer some drink, a backpack, some body armor, a med device, arms, helmet. I will take some ammo across. Do I need a gun? Have I seriously not got a gun available? Huh. No, I do not have a gun. Fine, I need to go and get some guns. That's actually easier than it would sound if the right contract is available. There we go. Retrieval op from 8 Aberdeen. Track them down to different derelict outposts. Or 4,000, just one outpost. Hurston back to Hurston L3. At least it's just the one. And besides, that's not really why I'm taking this gig. The reason I'm taking the gig, add on a call to arms. Right, collect package 718949 from the derelict outpost on Hurston. This contract is very, very useful if you need to get a load of guns in a hurry. You'll see why. Right, systems online. Request takeoff clearance. Come up to the hover. Not going to retract the gear until I'm clear of the landing bay for reasons you will see in a moment. And I have no idea why it's got tracked landing gear at the back but double wheels at the front. That does not make sense. Anyhow, going up. Hopefully, don't want to smash the gun on something. And retract my landing gear, which also extends the wings, which actually... yeah. There's a tiny doesn't quite fit issue if you have the wings extended trying to leave that bay. Alright, let's go. Pull up. And fire the afterburners. Never realised we had little auxiliary thrusters in the back as well as the main ones. Stuff you realise. And yes, shock diamonds in the engine nozzles. Because why not? Okay, let's see. Navigation. I need quantum drive on. Oh, far enough out of ammo that the quantum drive can work. I'll pitch round to HGNS Edmund. No, won't. Seriously, that drive is in... that location's in the middle of nowhere. There's really no convenient drop point. Nav map. Show me where we need to be. Pick up package. No, they managed to stick a package in what is basically the arse end of nowhere. No wonder it's derelict. Okay, fine. Quantum drive off. I'm up to an orbital pass. Full acceleration. Get suborbital. Get to maximum speed, which is about 1200, then come back down on the part. Whee! That is highly inconvenient. But hopefully all it means is a bit of an orbital run. Okay, 500 meters a second. Most of it, unfortunately, still gaining altitude. 600, 700. Alright, let's stabilize to the orbit. So turn to 0 degrees. Or just above. Ninetales are not nearly cute enough for that name. No, they aren't. But they're heavily armed enough that the objections tend to be quiet. Okay. 7. Good news is we're at what amounts to maximum orbital velocity. Bad news is it's only 1,000 meters a second. We're 780 seconds out, which translates to about 12 minutes. They really need to put quantum travel modes on things like this. Unless I've misjudged. Alright,
Power down. Flight is decoupled. Quantum drive is on. Let's see if it will lock. Nope, it's not having it at all. Right, quantum back. Coupling back off. Main drive re-engaged. Fire afterburners. Disable quantum mode for the sake of noise. And yeah. Right, 12 minutes. Well, technically 12 minutes and 5 seconds. How is everyone? Because we've not got a lot to do for the next 10 minutes. Except admire the very pretty volumetric clouds and the sun and everything else. I mean, it is a very, very pretty orbital scape. Oh, that's good to hear. And yes, that is an ocean over there. They have got polluted sludge on Hurston. I hesitate to call it water. What else? Burners every so often. Training for the 5K later today. Well, good luck with the 5K. That sounds horribly like exercise. Usual writing done. Working on project D&D firearms. Have they got Gatling guns at D&D yet? Just one of those random thoughts. I presume somebody has done it, but it's been a while since I played D&D, so kind of out of touch. Not yet, but your word. Good. The Dakar flow from you. Saying letting the Dakar flow through you has completely the wrong meaning in this context. Right, 586. Readjust 0 degrees again. Engine retweaks. And most firearms are unofficial material. Yes, I'm sure the wizards are extremely jealous that other people might muscle in on their ability to fry, pelt, burn, or stab someone from a long way away. Something, how dare those archers get in on our act? Something, we didn't spend 20 years going to university and all manner of other training just to be outdone by some yokel with a boomstick. I just want a Lemaitre revolver. I mean, the only real thing that's interesting about the Lemaitres is their use of pinfire, isn't it? Well, that and the fact they got a shotgun into the center axis pin, which was kind of impressive. Okay, so there's more than one interesting thing about a Lemaitre revolver. Although, let's be honest here, you could do the same today with centerfire cartridges. Probably do it better if you had a movable firing pin from multi-mode, single-mode select. Yeah, you basically have to move the fire pin about, what, half an inch? In order to go from hitting the primer on the center on the 16 or 20 bore to hitting the primers on the regular cartridges. Wouldn't be impossible. It makes you
Kind of makes you wonder about the utility. Possibly as a police weapon. You know, regular bullets and then one shot of universal door opener. Not sure there'd be a market for that though. Mostly because if you're in situations where you need a universal door opener, you're probably in a situation where you shouldn't be going in alone and should probably have a SWAT team behind you. Or preferably in front of you. Yeah, scratch that. There's not much of a market, is there? Not even sure what the original Lamats were intended for. Less than lethal in the centre. Nah. Honestly, given the police, well, what should be the police approach, I would be inclined to say the less lethal in the cylinder and the lethal as a last ditch in the centre. On the basis that if it shrugged off half a dozen to 8 less lethals, and then it shrugs off your last ditch, it's something you shouldn't have been trying to arrest in the first place. But yeah, that might have some applications. Gives you access everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's a similar argument for calling them. I think there is actually a brand that call the door opener shotgun the Master Key. They were a cav. Ah, right, I see. On basically the logic everywhere. But yeah, that might work. Although I'm not sure if you could. Well, here's the question: assume you go with a 20 bore on the center line. How big could you make the cylinders before the weapon got a bit too unwieldy? Because that's the other thing about the Lamats, isn't it? They either use very small cartridges for the non-shotgun stuff, or they just get stupidly large. On the other hand, you could argue that the sight of a great big airsoft hand cannon pointed at you might give you the option to resolve a situation without having to pull the trigger. Might. Don't know if there's any actual evidence to back that up in terms of police experience. Right, 5 minutes out. And let's jump out to Hurstonell 3 once I've got the package. Oh well. What is? Okay, let's set for a slight drop of altitude. I'm high enough that I shouldn't hit any atmospheric drag. So I can go a couple of degrees below the horizon. Yeah, true, and at that point, well, why are you bothering? So if you're going to go for one, you might as well go for the other, because how much worse could it make the situation? Yeah, that's a bit of a potential hiccup. Alright, 3.5 minutes, give or take. dropping a bit of altitude and maybe a metre or second. What the hell was that? That's muted. Phone hasn't got any alerts on it. 410 and 22 might be good as varmint control. True, true. Although the question that would immediately be, yeah. In that case, I think I know what made the noise, and it is now muted, so it will not be making it again. Yeah. Right. 2 minutes out. Stand by for descent. Well, I know I've heard of a number of states having castle doctrines and stand your ground doctrines, so I would presume that states with those laws have got the argue it out in court, and if the jury agrees with you, you're not liable position. Okay, let's start the descent. So 60 kilometers out, and fire afterburner. Almost immediately going to lose a pile of speed as I drop back into the atmosphere. Not that much though, 1,000 meters a second. Gotta be careful not to overcook this and hit the planet. Which would be, you know, bad. 5k in an hour, all the best. Dealing with gun nuts can make 10 minutes disappear. True, true. 20k down to 700 meters a second. 24k. Right, I'm going to hit a deceleration. I'm going to drop the speed limiter at about 10k out. That should be enough to stop me smacking into the planet at high speed, which would be highly unfortunate. 14. 13. Should I hold that thought? Okay, deceleration engaged. There's the package at 7,000 meters out. And the package is in a derelict outpost. What else is in the derelict outpost? Pirates! Lots and lots of pirates. Going faster in a second than I can, and yeah, no comment. 3,000 meters from the ground. Sensor ping just to be cautious, not that it's telling me a great deal. Alright, through the cloud there. That was only mildly stupid. If that cloud had gone down to 0 feet, it would have been unfortunate. Alright, so one derelict outpost in the middle of nowhere. They think they're so safe. Hello, criminal scum. YouTube has better emojis. I will have to bear that in mind. In theory, I'm an affiliate at Twitch, so I could sort out my own emojis, but that's besides the point. You have to be picking up rain. Lights on. Right. Where are the pirates? There's one. There's a couple. Oh, in fact, there's two of them. Now, you, we have been discussing the effect of a 2-2. Meet the AD-5B 3-barrel Gatling cannon. It is designed to punch holes in bombers, fighters, tanks, and all manner of starships. What it does to infantry is emphatic. And the better it is, I get paid for it. I think that was wind. Hello, pirate. Yes, they had a nice little derelict outpost here. They should probably have invested in a surface-to-air system. Now, where did the rest of it go? Ooh, is that a ship? Or is that another... That is what's left of a ship. And... What's left of a Valkyrie dropship by the look of it. Hello, unfortunates. Nope, nil of interest. Fine, don't see much else worth... Typical, I should have brought the salvage ship out here. I could have scraped that up for hull material. Wow! Somebody actually bent a Valkyrie out here. I wonder if there's anything worth looting. Looks like... I don't see a corpse in the cockpit. Right. Go have another quick look at the rest of this outpost. Package area looks fine. Sweep the rest of it. Hello, pirates. Yep, there you are. Punch those two. Another 500 creds. Really, I should be using the energy weapons for this, but the chain gun is just so satisfying. Oh, radar lock. Who's trying to bang me up? No, I've got one guy on targeting. Sensors are nowhere near and not tracking anybody on lock-on. All clear. Get some space. Nobody on sensors. Okay. Yes, toxic high velocity rain. There's another one. Okay, is there anybody else? Nope. Looks like we've swept the area pretty thoroughly, and everybody here is dead. Which was exactly the effect we were after. Cool. Right. Landing gear down. Backing itself up a bit. Touchdown. Okay, right. Hop out. Probably should turn my engines off. Let's go pop the ramp and see what happens. No. Nope, we're good. I can jump back onto the ramp. Cool. Right, let's go find the convenient dead body. Ooh, books. Lootable books. What's in here? A rare version of the multi-tool. Aephorite. Okay, right, new plan. You, sir. I want to loot your armor. Because that will then, one, it gives me... I just had laser fire. Oh hey, someone came back with a Valkyrie. Well, that's not very nice. Excuse me. Speed boost up.
Contact.
Right. Torpedoes armed. Charged. Backing away. Too close on torpedoes. Fine. Guns up. Full guns. And now I guess I know why the place was so awkward. Oh shit. Well, feck me. This is bad. In my defense, I was not expecting the Valkyrie to turn up again. No, heavy dropship and a fighter escort turned up. Which is problematic. Well, now I guess we know why the Valkyrie wreck was out there. Somebody else must have smashed it earlier.
Front desk. RN Ashcroft, contact the front desk.
Right. Good news is, I get a complimentary spacesuit. Bad news is,
Urgent page for Dr. Chan.
I'm going to have to get out there and
Dr. Chan to surgery.
hopefully recover my stuff. Because there's quite a lot of gear hit the floor there. Grab that. And no, the spacesuit. Thank you.
Just a friendly reminder that no matter your health status, just by being here, already, whether it's a simple case of the sniffles,
Security to storage room 3.
Think about how I go about retrieving this mess. Because the Vanguard's gonna take a while.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Alright, we'll put in a claim on the Vanguard. 19 minutes.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Shorten
Thank
that
you.
down to 6 minutes by expediting it. The good news is I might be able to jump straight back to my corpse marker. Oh yeah. Grab the gown as well. Remember, always clean your litter up. It is important to be a nice and considerate citizen. Especially when you can then stop by a cargo centre and proceed to sell all the hospital gowns. They're only about 45 credits a pop, but hey, any money's good money. It's less load on the servers. And as I say, tidy citizens are good citizens. Or maybe that should be good citizens are tidy citizens. Either way, flog this. And this. And this. And that. Remember, less items in the server is less load on the server. Don't ask about the guy who left a dead body on the floor. I don't know. He was clearly not a good citizen.
what?
Right, back to the hangar. Yeah, roll in, torpedo the Valkyrie, deal with the fighter, then land and finish looting the place dry. That seems like a decent plan.
Welcome to the
Can use the orbital
vehicle
mechanic
retrieval
points to
system.
try to get back a little bit quicker. 4 minutes until the Harbinger is ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the death penalty in Star Citizen. Wasted time. And is that a... No, I think that's an orbital billboard. No, I lie. Somebody seriously bent... I don't even know what ship that is. It's a big one. Flat delta wing. Could be a Drake. Oh, it's a reclaimer. A tiny bit of a reclaimer. The hull silhouette is right. I think. Not really of a mind to go out and have a look. Ooh, pistol. Unusable pistol, which is probably why it hasn't been looted dry. Firearms really shouldn't be left lying around like that. Most inconsiderate. Not to mention unsafe. Come on.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
2 minutes. There's not even any point in having a burrito. And no, the noodle vending machines do not work. It's unfortunate. Alright. New plans, new ideas. I need to get my fighter back.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Alright, 1 minute. A very, very long 1 minute.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
No point running around again. 30 seconds. Come on, little insurance terminal. Give me my ship back. Please. Very please. Very please with a cherry on top. It's good. There we go. Right, retrieve.
Vehicle selected. Stand
So,
by.
new plan. Roll into about
Your
10
vehicle has
Ks
been delivered to the
from
following location.
the drop site. Find and target that Valkyrie. Put 3 torpedoes into that Valkyrie. Remove the Valkyrie from existence. Find my wreck. Loot my corpse. Get my stuff back. And go from there. Hangar 3. The only issue might be retrieving the box.
Not the mission box, the bigger box that had all the stuff in the Vanguard's cargo area when it exploded. However, pop the door. Pop the other door. Alright. Open 0. Okay. Power on. Press takeoff clearance. Come up. Seriously, I haven't even taken off. And the fuzz are pulling me over for a security scan. Thank you, officer.
Right. Everything checks out. Feel free to go.
You're so nice. Right, where's the planet? Quantum drive on. A orbital mechanics. R&D Orenth. Or OM1. OM1 might be the best option here. No calibration. Oh, no, it's trying to align to the comm array. HGSF Sherman doesn't qualify. Alright, we'll do a micro hop towards OM5. Come on. There we go. Right, 400k, that's about as good as we're going to get. So, full burn. Orbital attitude. And let's try this again. Hopefully without the get ambush and explode this time. Yes, I got blown up. That wrecked Anvil Valkyrie I commented on while we were sweeping the site. Yeah, he came back. And he was not very happy to see me. And a Valkyrie dropship, unsurprisingly, has got a lot of guns at its disposal. So I got caught on the ground and didn't get the fighter up in the air in time, and blam, 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 blam followed. Followed by an abrupt ground aircraft interface, a rapid unscheduled disassembly, and what is best described as a smoosh. Yes, smoosh. Definitely smoosh. So yes, now the plan is quite simple. Do a sublight hop back to the area where I died because navigation for some reason won't let me quantum jump straight back to my corpse marker. And from there, proceed to head towards, well, the Valkyrie. If it's in the area, I have 3 torpedoes. I'm going to send it those torpedoes, and if there's anything left, it will be the recipient of a great deal of gunfire. Revenge will be had, oh yes. Oh yes, it will. However, prior to that, I have got the age-old problem that this thing does 1,000 meters a second at maximum speed in vacuum, give or take, and I am currently 250,000 meters away from my target, which translates to 4 minutes in orbital transit in order to get back into effective fighting range. Yeah, just one of those things, I think, just one of those things. Nodes down a touch, stabilize that. And there we go, tweaked. And also adjust the bearing ever so slightly so I stay at reasonably level orbit. You know, the thought occurs that 3 torpedoes might be overkill. I don't care. I don't know how tough Valkyries are. They, like I said, they're military spec dropships. But it must be noted that this thing is a light bomber. And, well, it comes with quite a lot of missiles when it's of a mind to. Not just the 4 you can see on the engine pylons either. There's another 8 in recessed launchers, and that little bay to the right of the centerline, yeah, that's the torpedo bay. 3 size 5 torpedoes, queued up and ready to go. How far out am I? 138 kilometers. Alright, we'll start the dive at 60. Effects of boredom on history. Yeah, actually that would kind of be interesting, because I can imagine there have been plenty of occasions where people have gotten bored and stuff has not got through on spec, if nothing else. Or where people have just been bored and said, I wonder what happens if I do this. Yeah, I can't see that going wrong at all. Right, let's start the descent. Just hard lateral, actually full afterburners, just to brute force the velocity vector across to where I want it to be. Whee! And just... Alright. Screaming orbital dive bombs, stand by. What, 70 kilometers. His lineup looks good. $35K. No, I'm not going to slow down for this first pass either. Needs more Stuka horn. Could do. Right. Targets. Targets. I've got a bit of clear cloud to fly through this time. I should have the Valkyrie on scan. Where is the Valkyrie? There's my wreckage. Where is this sodding enemy dropship? Because these things have a minimum range
of 1,700 meters. And if the Valkyrie is not on sensors... Huh. Maybe it buggered off. Radar's clear. Point. Counter. Disengage warheads. Swing back over to my crash site, see if I can retrieve my stuff. And brakes. Well, this is unfortunate. You may be noticing a slight discrepancy between where the ground is and where my stuff is. This happens on occasion. I think the corpse indicator is lying, but oh, hang on. Is that the wreck? I think that's the wreck. Yeah, that's my wreckage, which critically means that that box is where... Oh, I see. The corpse marker, because of course the planets are orbiting. I am pretty sure the corpse marker has moved, but the stuff did not move with it. Alright, pop the hatch. Nothing else, I can get my gear back. Of course, we'll have to find my corpse first. I might have been violently ejected from said corpse. Right, open. And yep, there's all the stuff except the tracked beam was on my person. And without that, I can't really move. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, I've got the torpedoes. Okay, right, new plan. Without the corpse, I can't get to the tracked beam. So the corpse's track has gone through the planet. The thankfully, the armor did not. Saves on fuel expenses. True. It sort of does, except that's a undersuit, a helmet, and a tractor beam that. Yeah, that's about 5,000 creds of gear that has gone smashing through the planet and self-buried. Well, I can always go and get some. After all, that was the whole point of this, wasn't it? Yoink. Right. Pull up. Swing over to the site. Keep an eye out if you see a corpse in a flight suit, which I don't think we will. No, I'm not going to bother raising the landing gear again. Also, I am going to switch over to arresters. Queue them up. Again, nothing on scan. The Valkyrie must have jumped in, destroyed me, and then jumped out again when it had nothing else to shoot at. Okay. New plan. Very rapidly hose this area down. Because guess what? All the baddies are back. Everyone else. Oh, there you are. Okay, now I've got someone on radar. So we'll come up to speed, raise landing gear, wait for the Valkyrie to show up. Ah, 5,000 meters away and rapidly dropping. Yeah, I'm not getting that corpse back. Shit. Also maintains safe speed limiters. Come on. Radar. Okay, radar lock has blipped off again. So I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Swing back in. Have another quick skim around, looking for hostiles on the ground. Remember, I'm not wearing body armor and I don't have a gun with me. Yep, you'll do. Look. Look. Another 1,000 AUEC in the bank. And critically, I do not see anyone else alive in the immediate area, despite my proximity warnings going off. Drop the landing gear again. Okay, we look secure. So, pull in, land, rapid debark. Oh, check the back ramp hasn't become unjumpable. Nope, we're fine. Suspension's bimbling around, but that's also fine. Right, you. Loot. Grab that, grab that, grab that. Pull my helmet. Keep my helmet for the moment. Grab a rifle. Quickly hop up. Drop all of this into storage. U-Rev battery. Drop my helmet. White helmet into storage as well. Come on. Never mind. Yoink. In fact, you know what? Drop off the armor as well. Bring it back out. Loot the next guy. Bonk. 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 Keep my helmet on for the moment then. And there was also a box over here, wasn't there? Are you no, you're not useful. Need to keep half an ear out for aircraft engines. Crates, crates, crates. There was a grey lootable crate around here somewhere. Might have been a different mini zone, so right. Up, and you are... Oh, what's in you? Oh, you look interesting. Right. I will definitely have the multi-tool. Don't know what sort of mode it's got locked in, but it has critically got a tractor beam attachment. Stow everything else. Move all. Okay, compartments are stuffed. Go. You are set. Grab you. Yeah, quit complaining. In you go. Wait, where did the... servers. Right. I
I have a tractor beam. That's the main thing I was after. And I actually have a new and interesting variation, because... There we go. Oop. Right, take off again. Ah. Where was all the other loot? Because these facilities are normally pretty good for loot. Yeah. It can wait. Let's go. Have ourselves a quick bimble. That looks like a Drake Buccaneer that somebody smashed into the ground. Well, it's the little things. Okay. Right, there's the container. Ah, there is a loot box. Just down and to the right. So. Unfortunately, what I cannot do is pull the loot container onto the ship. So. Over, come back, drop, nudge to the left, nudge down, just rotation ever so slightly, speed limiter to 0. And in furtherance of a cunning plan, discover that it actually bounced me up about 10 feet when I disengaged manual control of the thrusters. That was not meant to happen. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you look before you leap when you are getting off a ship in this game. Unlike Elite, you can land anywhere you like. Unlike Elite, you are also quite capable of, how can I put this? Posing yourself in the process. Because the physics engine has some interesting ideas about the definition of station keeping. Right, first and foremost, take a jump off there. Alright, looty looty loot. And what do we got? Another pyro tool, some revenant pods, various bits and pieces. You know what? Let's tractor that pack of agricultural supplies, because that's the main thing we were after. Drop that off. Pop back on here. Inventory. Transfer everything else over into the bay. Ah, okay. Auto transferred. No, wait. That was the. No, we really did lose the corpse, didn't we? Inconvenient. Right. Stow you down there. Dead bodies. Any more dead bodies round here? No, no. Right. Oh. Really? That much Dolivine? Aephorite? Yeah, that can move. Move the pyro. In fact, move all. Okay, it moved some of the minerals then. Right, inventory, because those minerals are actually surprisingly expensive. So finding spare bits of rock is useful. Not sure where the rest of it went. So I've only got arms, I've got... Wait, the arms don't have an inventory attached. Yeah. Details, details, details. Anything else we can raid from up here? Probably not. Those are ramps, so pop down here. So I saw another crate. Here we are. Not lootable. Unfortunate. You're just a light fixture. I think. Dead body for looting later thereof. Pop you down there for a second. Come back for you later. Don't see any of your buddies, so That's a bit disappointing. Right, grab the ramp. Fall off the ramp. Hop back up here. Grab you. Wander up here. Drop you off. Go. And one last case of the joint. Make sure I didn't miss anything of interest. Good night, Scott. Thanks for coming along. Alright. Russ. Up. Oh! Boost. Something just lit up. Something just lit up very aggressively. Looks like it's our friend in the in a Cutlass Black. Right, multiple arrestor missiles.
Shields under fire.
Well, that was a waste. So was that. Hello there. And now you have no engine. Good luck taking off, sir. Right. Where was... Yes, I managed to lose the outposts and all of that. What? I haven't got the nav marker anymore. It's not my fault. If anyone sees a random pirate outpost, yell. Gaki wants a rescue. 1900k. You know what? Oh wait, do I have any medical gear with me? That's a very good question. Contract. Service beacon. Somebody else took the beacon immediately anyway. And something else is on scan. Right, let's get some altitude. The last 360. I don't think there's much else worth looting here. Either that or it despawned the outpost completely because I'd swept and grabbed the package and then left the area. Or, more likely, oh yeah, I need to go back to my crash, don't I? 3,000 meters. Right, let's try this way. Because I've still got that box with all of my old armor in it. Huh. Does anyone remember where that was? Right, bearing 235. That's a... oh shit. Burners! Come on. Stabilize. Well, I might have slightly bent the ship. Nothing major. Nothing major. Everything still seems to be in one piece. Right, there's the wrecked Cutlass. It was more hilly, wasn't it? That's a mining node. Really wish they kind of need to improve the map in this game. Alright, we'll take a quick look here. I don't think this is the wreck in the box, but you never know. Terrain looks wrong. It looks more like hand mining. Yep, it's hand mining. Not something I'm interested in at the moment. Use the wreck of the Cutlass to give me a rough nav bearing back to the combat zone, and then hope for the best. So I kind of need to find that wreck. Kilometers out, which is nothing at these speeds. Come on. Select Cutlass now. The crash site was over here, wasn't it? That's a rock. Scan pulse. Negative. Not sure what that marker is. Doesn't seem to be attached to anything of interest. It's not moving. Where did I crash that last Vanguard? There's quite a lot of very useful stuff in the box that's next to the wreck. I'd like to be able to find it again if you don't mind. Okay, well, we found the base, that's something. Don't see much respawn activity. Do see another loot box. Hang on. You. Well, if he wasn't dead before, he is now. Right. 180, because I want to check the contents of that crate. Spread the drive. Down. And just kiss the ramp to the ground. There we go. Right. Buses at station keeping. Wreckage down. Bolts in back. Little hop down here. Loot box. Move all. And move everything else. Inventory, move all. Not sure half of this is actually worth looting, but give it a shot. Revenant pods. Well, the Aetheryte certainly is. Let's split this up. 40%. And then 80%. Move all. Move all. And grab the rest of it. Disguise pod. Can't we see directly? When actually okay. Right. I don't think any of those are worth anything. So we'll leave the plants and just grab the hopefully valuable rock. And then there is the abiding question of where I crashed that last Vanguard. Yeah. Stop complaining. That's just the That's just the...
Landing gear deployed.
I think I smacked it about 2 kilometers that way. Could be wrong.
Launch complete.
Uh-oh. That was a bounce. Should really be turning my engines off. That wasn't a loot box, it was a ramp. It just looked like a loot box from a safe distance away. Right, up, up, up. Find that last. Find the crash site, retrieve my stuff and my box, and then deliver this package, and I think I will call it at that. Of course, now the weather's getting vile, and we're losing the light, which doesn't help with search and retrieval ops. Active scan. Nothing on scan, really wish boxes would show, but it's a couple of kilometers away, so let's feed a bit more speed in. Come on, where are you? Ah, there you are. Excellent. That's the last thing I need from here. Right. Pull forwards. Nose up a little. I am not going to bother landing. I am just going to hop out. Pull my tractor beam. And there you are. Lock on. Reel it in. Yay for cargo tractors. Oh, God. Well, apparently I am landing. There's rather a lot of stuff in that box, and I want it all back. This time, turn the engines off so the computer literally cannot get ideas about where it wants to be. Right. You. Snag, get over here. Turns out you can get a SCU box in here. Useful. Boop. Oh yeah, I meant to loot you dry, didn't I? Alright, well I suppose it's an ill win, because there aren't many ways to get a decent sized SCU container. Right, external vehicles. Transfer all across. There we go. And then personal, move all. Switch to vehicles, move all. Right, so all stuff is now in the Vanguard's cargo hold, including the gun. Kinda handy. I have a spare box. Let's go and get this package delivered. And then figure out just how badly I bent this fighter when I smashed it into the ground. Oopsie. Right, engines on. Speed limiter up. Launch. Landing gear up. And start the climb up towards the very, very impressive sunset. Try not to think about that, my engines are complaining. Alright. Set for a 30-degree climb. Okay, set cruise control. And leave that to its own devices for a bit. Next priority is to loot you. Transfer all your stuff across to the Vanguard's inventory. There we go. And then we have one body to dispose of. Yank. And away he goes. Sayonara. You know, I should probably shut that hatch. I have no idea where that's going to land, and I really don't care. And him? He doesn't care either. He's dead. Alright. Accelerate up. Close the back hatch. And navigation. Ooh. It did not like pitching down an atmosphere. Okay, at least not at any kind of speed. Also, relock the ship's ports. And actually, you know what? Navigation computer. Give me a course for Hurston L3 Thundering Express Station. Why did it have to be halfway across the system? Set route. There we go. Yoink. Hey, old Legolas. Welcome, welcome. Ah, jump obstructed. Who left a bloody planet in the way? Let's pull a bit further out of the atmosphere, see what happens. Ah. Okay, that's why the ship's manoeuvring was a little bit touchy. There are some things that are meant to be there that are not exactly there anymore. Whoopsie. Have I got navigation back yet? Nope, still complaining about obstruction, and I am well clear of atmosphere now, so... the hell with it. Right, set a route for Crusader. That'll let me at least vaguely get clear of the system.
Quantum travel initiated.
Right, we'll swing past the Stanton Star, then recalibrate the jump and go to Hurston L3 instead. Mutter, grumble, curse, etc. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Almost past the primary star. Most. 17 million Ks. Alright, we shouldn't be obstructed here. Let's drop manually.
Travel complete.
Clear the nav comp. Reset to... station. Recharge the drive. Realign. And once we are calibrated and charged, away we go.
Quantum travel initiated.
As I say, lob in at Hurston, drop off the package, fix the ship, and then call it for the evening, I think. Thankfully, the local security don't get twitchy when you walk into town wearing Ninetales branded armour. For some reason, they don't raise an eyebrow when you walk in, you know, dressed like a pirate. That's probably a good thing. I mean, if they did think you were a pirate, it would be bad. Mind you, thankfully they don't object to you walking into town dressed in more armour and weaponry than they have, and enough to end a small war in the process, so they're really very tolerant of station security. Thankfully. Right, 2 million K out, thank God for mil-spec drives. And long-range fuel tanks. And standby to drop. Somewhat annoyingly, we're going to
Quantum travel complete.
come out of... came out of quantum a little bit earlier than I expected, but okay. Nothing's on sensors. So, wait for the drive to cool down, then jump again. This should hopefully get us to the Thundering Express station. Then all I have to do is land without on damaged engines without crashing the thing. I'm sure it could be worse.
Quantum travel initiated.
Boop. And yoink,
Quantum
right.
travel complete.
Well, it's okay on a straight line maneuver, but it really did not play about torque imbalances all the way. And that said, forward and aft thrusters seem okay. Right, let's pull it back. Disengage cruise control. Fire burn. It might have been the cruise control that was fighting the thrust vectoring. Hence the problem. Right. Contact air traffic aerospace control. Fire afterburners again to decelerate. And if I could have a landing assignment, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. Why did it have to be into a vertical hangar? Answer, because this is a fighter and because control are cheap. So much for pick your own hangar assignment. Right. Landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, aligned. And I just lost my hangar assignment for some reason. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can deal with that. All stop. I accidentally hit switch for ATC, which is why. Right, plonk. Request clearance again.
Thank you, and please visit again. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
ATC is frequently off its meds in this game. Alright. Precision maneuvering speeds. Well, landing speed 50 meters a second. Alright, come in. Hit the deceleration. And translate. Nearly smashed the back of the plane into something again. Nose up. And down. Hooray! Made it. Right, engines off.
Engines offline.
Do my maintenance. It wasn't even that expensive. So full repair and refuel. Pop the back hatch. Let's go grab this box. And deliver and done. Oh yeah, and log all the loot that we got from selling everything. But that's the side thing. Also, I should have turned the headlights off. You know, minor detail. Up 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3, 4. Call the elevator. Let's see. Drop off for these is usually the terminal at station admin. Usually. Unfortunately, it seems this particular package is heavy enough that I can't move at anything slower than a walk. Which is mildly awkward. Right, where's the... should be over here. There we go, station elevators. All elevator. Galleria. Where's the admin office? No. Station admin. Ah, is that? Nope, that's not station admin. Where is station admin? Seriously, how can you have lost the station admin office? Answer. Follow. I've got a freaking nav marker telling me where the drop-off point is. I should just be following that. Answer. They were cunning and set it back in a recess. Boo, sneaks. Alright, pop the door. Tell the vending machine I want to make a drop-off. And lace box. Lace box. Really? Yay, servants. Place box. Third time of asking. Really? Just place the damn box. Please don't say the underscore display info 1. Please don't say the server is about to die. Play FedEx. Well, it's got other uses. I am more concerned with the fact that, oh no, the server does appear to be trying to keep up. Hooray! It got it on about the 5th attempt. Yay! Have a nice day. Right, now let's go flog everything else. Got paid for the retrieval op. Now let's flog the rest of this loot. Aetheryte at 2k. Yeah. Dolavina to 130. Okay, maybe it's not that brilliant in terms of loot. Not compared to what I could make by just cargo running, but that's boring. Don't get me wrong, it's a great way to relax, but it is literally 10 minutes out, 10 minutes back to do a cargo run. And I think that is where I am going to leave it for tonight. So a successful mission, some successful cargo runs, a near disaster, and a retrieved not disaster. And loads of dead pirates, but hey, it's a bonus. So, I will see you all on Monday, back over on Twitch for convenience's sake. Still have half an eye on where I'm going to do and what I'm going to do with regards to all of their recent changes to the TOS and other conditions. And we'll start the week by finishing up on Dredge. And after that, well, we'll see. I have a few ideas. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Well, thank you, Legolas, for being the only one who's still here. And I'll see you on Monday. Farewell.